Sorry about that, guys. We had technical difficulties. You're close, Sam. Very close. It wasn't Aaliyah, it was Bria. Accidentally, pushed something against the Wi-Fi router. Or not Wi-Fi router, the, router. And it disconnected it. But, thank you, Hunter Gaming, for the super chat that was in the, last stream. I appreciate it, my dude. Well, I have no idea where this stag went off to. I got preoccupied with, trying to get the stream back up, so... let's just go somewhere else and look. Adam, thank you for the super chat, man. First dono of the stream restart, let's go. Indeed. You did get the first one of the stream. Thank you so much, my dude. And Hunter Gaming, thank you for the $1 dono also. I appreciate it. Hope you've been doing well. She does sometimes, Whitetail Slayer. But she doesn't really have a lot of free time nowadays. What's my favorite animal to get? Definitely red deer. Love chasing me down some red deer. What's your favorite dad joke? I don't know. Don't really have a favorite dad joke. Sounds about right, Redux. Now that I think of it, we actually just hunted this zone. There's not going to be any stags there yet. I mean, not quite yet, Whitetail Slayer. I think at 1 month old, it would be a little difficult for her to play it. I'm gonna switch and pick fallow. I mean, yeah, diamond rare fallow would be pretty crazy. Gotta say, that would be insane. These are definitely my best herds right here. How are you fleeing? We're 140 away and I'm not sprinting. Probably won't be doing any classic stuff anytime soon, Whitetail Slayer. With all the new content coming to Call of the Wild and the fact that I don't really have enough time in the day to do both Call of the Wild and Classic, I'm probably just going to stick to Call of the Wild for now. Eventually we'll do more Classic, but it'll probably be a little while. Because I pretty much just play whichever game is the most interesting to me in the moment, and since I've been very into Call of the Wild, and they've got a new map coming out soon, I'm really not going to have any time soon that I could get into Classic. Because that game takes a lot more time to record for, and not as many people watch it, so I have to be really enjoying that game to prioritize it over Call of the Wild. Yeah, Chipper, that can happen. There's gonna be many times where the estimate's gonna go above, but it actually can't score that high. Hey, Kyla, how's it going? I see the stream restart has triggered you to join. I know, right? Scarecrow for Prez, it's crazy. It's already been a month. Yep, Sam. It's already been a month, man. Crazy to think about. Yes, Holly, I've been out hunting, I think, 4 or 5 times in my life. Welcome back, Johnny. Hey, Colson. Nice, Austin. I wish my lynx luck was good. Never had a good time hunting lynx, sadly. Sadly, no, Holly. I've gone out like 5 different times, but have yet to get anything. I got really close 2 different times, but sadly just could not seal the deal. On one of them, I was chasing down a big buck with my dad, and we got to a point where we could actually hear it bounding away. It all started when we found a massive track, and we were like, wait a second, that is a huge buck track, like, absolutely massive. It easily would have been like either a 4x4 or a 5x5 black-tail deer. And we got on the trail, right? Like 15 minutes later, we are trying to chase it down. We heard it bouncing off through the brush once or twice. And then I check my pocket to make sure that I've got my wallet with me because my tag was in my wallet. And I'm feeling around in my pocket and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have my wallet with me. Oh no. And so we had to leave and go back and get it. And by then it was long gone. Had no chance of getting that buck again. It was quite the sad thing to have happen. And then the other time that I got really close, I was actually out hunting with a friend, and we had seen probably like 10 different deer that day, but almost all of them were either on private property or were does, and you can't shoot does, and obviously you can't hunt on private property, so we weren't able to shoot any of them. And then finally, we got to a clear cut, and there was a decent little 3x3 blacktail out at the edge of the trees. And I was trying to get lined up on him. I couldn't find him in my scope at first, and then when I finally did find him, there was no way that I could get steady enough to take a shot. Obviously, you know, the adrenaline's pumping, and the spot that we were in didn't really have any place to rest. We were on the edge of a, I guess you could call it a cliff, looking down into this clear cut, and I had literally no place that I could rest my gun. It was just like tons of sticks piled on top of each other. It was just not a good scenario. And like by the time I got him in my scope and lined up, I couldn't get steady. There was no way I could have took a shot and felt good about it, so I just held off. And sadly, we didn't see anything else that day. Oh, really, Redux? Yeah, here in Oregon, you have to tag it immediately after you down it. Because if somebody like a game warden or something were to come up to you and you didn't have a tag on it, then you'd get fined even if you have the tag on you. You have to put it on the animal immediately, or else it's bad news for you. Ooh, that's another mythical. Man, I was really hoping that would be a diamond. That is 3 different stags, though. We didn't have 3 here last time. Oh, I need to buy 22 ammo. Really badly. Imagine that little spike-looking one is a melanistic. Yeah, as much as I always trash-talked that rack that mythical has, it has started to grow on me a little bit, Scarecrow for Prez. I used to hate it, but it's starting to grow on me a little bit. I still like the big rack red deer better, though. Oh, nice, Johnny. Man, there's an absolutely massive buck that hangs around my place, and I so badly want to get that guy like one of these hunting seasons, but he lives in the city, so there's nothing I can do. You can't get him because he never leaves the city. He never goes out into the woods. He's a smart deer, but he's absolutely huge, like a massive 5x5 blacktail. And I mean, that's why he's so massive, most likely, because he's a smart one. He knows how to stay out of trouble. There's one of them. The others were probably single lung hits, so they most likely have ran off a little bit farther. And in a different direction, too. There was a 173 to 197 mouflon in that herd? Oh, was there? I didn't even notice. We might have to chase that down. I guess we could also just wait until a different time, though. Big rack trees are awesome. True. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We gotta get away from the zone. Get away from the zone. Please, no. Don't make me delete this zone. Level 3. Now we need to be further away. I could go for the water, but I do want to kill a couple of them, so I'm trying to just back up. That 7 seems like the best one. I think we'll be good here. I think it's far enough away. Well, we killed one and then they ran. Okay, we were good. Nice. We did it! We got far enough away. I mean, yes, Redux, I still consider it hunting. Because at the end of the day, you're still hunting the animal. I wouldn't say it's like the best way to do it, though. Definitely not. But if somebody pays the money to do it, then they deserve it, you know? Like, they can. It's still considered hunting to me. And one thing that I do want to say about the high fence stuff, a lot of times there's different types of high fence hunting. There's not just the type that you're talking about, Redux. There's also just ranches that are fenced in that are literally tens of thousands of acres where they don't like grow them specifically to be like massive, but they just keep them fenced in and managed to where they're healthy herds, you know? A lot of those like Texas game ranches that have a ton of exotic species, they're completely different than the high fence stuff that you speak about. Because there is a difference between the high fence stuff where they grow like massive non-typical whitetail and stuff like that, and the ones that are just fenced in to help preserve the herds and stuff, and to help keep them managed to where they know what's going on with them. 165 to 189, that's a big one. There he goes. Smoked him. Hey, Colton, how's it going? No information yet, Dwart. They don't really tell us anything about fur types until it's actually released. They leave that for us to find ourselves. Just so we keep, like, the excitement of discovering things. Probably only an hour, Whitetail Slayer, since we already did 1 hour and then crashed. We're gonna do 1 more hour. Yeah, we know the pheasants have leucistic, and then there's also a gray fur type that one of them had. So those are a couple that we do know about. Oh, it's 9:03 already, jeez. Time is just flying by in game. Guess we should change the time back then. Yeah, Sam. And I mean, the one that I'm talking about, specifically, I'm not talking about, like, high fence areas that are in a relatively small area. I'm talking about, like, the massive ranches where they're not, like, specifically growing the animals to be massive, like, a lot of the high fence stuff that you would hear about. The ones that I'm talking about, they're still wild. They're still wild, the ones that I'm talking about, Redux, but they're just owned by, like, one of the game ranches. Because if you're telling me that 80,000 acres isn't considered wild, then I don't even know, man. If it's 80,000 acres and you still have to go hunt for it out in that 80,000 acres and they're not actually specifically raising things, then that's still wild. That's a nice level 6 right there. Ooh, nice Inferno, that's awesome. Glad you enjoy it, Duarte. Glad you enjoy it. Not the one that I'm talking about, Redux. The ones that I'm talking about, all the animals are in that 80,000 acres, loose, just enjoying life. Ready to get smoked. By a, AT-40. I'm kidding. I'm guessing you've seen a very few specific ones, most likely, Redux. Because they're not all like that. It really greatly depends on the ones that you've seen and the ones that you're talking about, because they're not all like that. I mean, technically, I could buy, like, you know, let's say 10,000 acres of good hunting ground and just like fence off that 80,000 acres, and then technically it'd be considered high fence hunting, right? Hello there. And that's the kind that I'm talking about, like, they're not, like, purposely, like, growing the animals to be massive. It's pretty much just the same as hunting on a friend's private hunting land. That's more of what I'm talking about. I'm not talking like what you're talking about. Yeah, that's not at all what I was talking about, Redux. Was not talking about 20 to 100 acre lots. I'm talking about, well, primarily talking about one of the Texas game ranches that's around 80,000 acres in size. And it's not split off into lots. It's just one 80,000 acre ranch. All the different animals that are available there, they're all just roaming freely in that 80,000 acres. Holy albino rock. Let's go, guys. We got an albino rock. Look at it. It's beautiful. The only thing we're finding today, apparently. And the one specifically that I'm talking about, they've got wild coos deer. And then stuff like their... Oh, hello there. Stuff like their desert bighorn and mule deer are all wild. And then they've also introduced some of the more exotic species to the ranch, but they don't specifically keep them into 100-acre pens like you're talking about. They're all roaming freely in that 80,000 acres. And that's the type that we're talking about. Yeah, exactly, Redux. Just to make sure that everything's healthy and managed to where they're not, like, overpopulating or getting wiped out or anything like that. That's more of what I'm talking about. I agree with what you're saying. I don't like the ones that are in the small areas like you're talking about. I don't like those, and I don't think that's really considered hunting. But the one that I'm specifically talking about is the ones that we just mentioned. I feel like those ones are fine. Because you still have to work for them. They don't, like, immediately put you on something. You still have to get out there and track it down. Yeah, Redux. One of these days I'd like to do one of those ones at, like, the Ox Ranch in Texas, because they're pretty insane, like, some of the stuff that you can go for. It would be cool just to be able to hunt one of those species. But it's kind of expensive because of how exotic they are. Because the Ox Ranch in particular that I'm talking about, they've got stuff like white stag, which is a rare, like, mutation of red deer, if I remember right. There's only a few herds in the world that are like that. And they have a couple of the herds there. But as you can imagine, it's pretty expensive because they're not common. They keep those ones pretty managed. Because obviously you wouldn't want to be having too many people shoot something like that, considering they're rare. But I think they're one of the coolest things ever. Oh, you have, Bowen? Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't even see your message up there. I am talking about the Ox Ranch. That's one where I think that they do a good, job of keeping everything to where it's still hunting. and it's still ethical and all that. I mean, there's a reason that they're one of the highest rated ones. I don't even know, Johnny. It's probably not easy. Yeah, Redux it is. It's beautiful. It is Ciano, but Tiawaroa crashes for me right now. I can't reliably hunt it without crashing. So I've got to wait until they update and fix the crashes on Tiawaroa. Because the Tiawaroa crashes that I'm getting are not from graphics drivers or anything like that. It's just some random crash that I get when running away from the lodges. So unfortunately, we are temporarily on Quattrocolinas until they fix it. Don't watch your streams often, but I do watch all your videos. Was wondering, are geese broken because I can't get any to come to me when I'm hunting them? Yes, they are broken. At the moment, they aren't breaking correctly, and they're also not respawning correctly when you do get them to break, so they've got a lot of issues. Hopefully they'll get fixed soon, but I don't know if I've heard any word on whether or not it's going to be in this next patch or not. Wish they would add snow geese. Yeah, same here. If they added, like, snow geese to Medved, I might have a reason to play Medved then. It'd be kind of cool if they would do that. Oregon's pretty good for mule deer, too. The eastern half of Oregon is known for its mule deer. You can get some pretty good ones out there. We buy only red deer from all over the world. Breed them to create the ultimate red deer. Holy. That's insane. You might be onto something. Yeah, it's crazy, Hunter class. Only 2. Jeez. Yeah, true real hunts. They are very similar. Eastern Oregon's just like a dry, arid sagebrush land. Same with all of Utah. Just sagebrush everywhere. And dryness. That's a big level 7. That is a big male right there. Big level 7 and a level 6. It's another 7 there. Let's get over to our sand and smoke those 2. Oh yeah, for sure, Redux. It definitely is expensive. Which is probably why they have to charge so high for a lot of it. That's gonna be a hard shot. There's no way I can hit that. Did we even get that other stag? I don't think we did. I think we hit one of the hinds instead. Yeah, Sam. You just described where I live? Holy. It's insane. Are you in Utah, Real Hunts, or? Oh, yeah, that happens, Dustin. So basically with the geese, most likely diamond for them is like 8.55 or like 8.54 or something like that. And if it ends up getting like 8.51 or 8.52, then it'll still say 8.50, but it won't end up making diamonds. So most likely it's like 0.01 or 0.02 below or something like that. Watch the female respawn as a Mela? I hope not. That would be like my 4th or 5th Mela female without getting a male. I would be pretty sad with that. Nice, somewhat smart. Oh, you are in Eastern Washington? Got you. To be honest, I've never been to Eastern Washington, so I don't know 100% what it's like. I've been to, like, the southwest and northwest parts of Washington, but never the eastern part of it. Oh, gotcha, Dustin. Yeah, it probably was just barely below then. Holy, what a giant. Same as Eastern Oregon, looks like a desert. I never would have even guessed that. Like, I never would have thought that Washington would have an area like that. Red deer, great one. Moose and elk rack, sounds about right. Yeah, apparently I did get that mail, Johnny. Nice, Dustin. I still can't get into Hirsch personally. I don't know, Johnny. I mean, everybody's maps are different, so maybe you just got a bad spawn for everything. Where'd that big 7 go? Man, I hope not, Whitetail Slayer. That would be rough. Yeah, sounds about my luck, Redux. Yeah, Sam. One day you will get a Melodiamond red deer. I hope so. With as much as I've hunted them, I would hope I eventually get one. I honestly don't even care if it's Mela, as long as I get a diamond rare at some point, then I'll be happy. Yeah, Mouflon are insane everywhere. Yeah, true, Johnny. It might take me years to get my Melanistic. You never know. No, I don't have a PS4. I just have PC. My wife has an Xbox, but I don't ever really use it. I just stick to PC because that's what I enjoy the most. Oh, I did not see that guy. That's a good 7. Oh yeah, that's a bug, Real Hunts. Just unequip and then re-equip your gun by like pressing H. Just put it away, then bring it back out and it should be good. It happens when switching scopes on weapons too. Let me show you. If I put the Argus on here, it disappears, see? And then you can just aim like this. But then if I click the middle mouse button to take it off and put it back on, then it's good. Then if I switch back there, it's doing it with the Hyperion now. We should do a challenge one of these days where we have to hunt like this. How did I hit that? How did that work? I don't even know. I don't know how we managed to make that shot. Oh my gosh. Take a diamond like that? Oh my. You're right. You basically just have to guess where the middle of the screen is. Oh, that was too high. We got it! Let's go! Hunting Sim 2 shotguns be like, oh my gosh, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. You're not wrong. Alright, back to, using a real scope. That was good, though. That was hilarious. Nice. I think we got all of them. What is that? It's a bugged scope. That's what it was. So, for those of you that just jumped in, basically if you change scopes on the gun that's currently equipped, it disappears. But you can still zoom in with it. So that's what we just did. We were zooming in with this. Holy. Gotta make sure we don't get too much hunting pressure. This is honestly kind of fun to do. It's sometimes hard to hit though. It looks okay, Vince. I'm kind of disappointed that it looks literally the same as Siege when it comes to graphics-wise. But I mean, it looks like it could be fun. No scope zoom in perk to max? Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, because there is that one perk that allows you to zoom in a little bit when you hold your breath. That's funny. You know, you're right, Dustin. We actually are due for a Trophy Lodge tour. It's been a while since I did my last one. Where was all of the ones that we smoked? Welcome back, Ethan. You didn't miss much. We got a troll level 9 at the beginning of the stream today. Then our stream crashed and I had to start it back up. And since then we haven't really got anything. Yeah, it wasn't your guys' internet, it was just my internet dying. Ooh, that was a spine shot. Rip! Oh well. Got him down, that's all that matters. Okay, so that's one that we wounded. Holy breath. I have none of it. That's a medium. There's also a blood pool back here. Gotta figure out where both of these went. Which is going to be fun. Oh, it actually looks like they went in the same area. Oh, we hit a hind. How did that happen? Oh, man. Would you be mad if it was a level 3? Not really, I mean... At this point, I don't care what it is. I just want a Melanistic. Even if it's a 1 or a 2 or a 3. Yeah, you're right. All I gotta do is put the albino lion in there and people will watch the Trophy Lodge tour. It's like, I've got an albino lion! Whoa! 2 of them! Oh my! Next thing you know, instant 10 million views. Yep, I did smoke the hind. Gotta love it. Not gonna wait for that last one to die either, it's just wasting time. Don't think we've got any here, but it's always worth checking because they can be here. Back to the river we go. Oh, I shot it without the scope, that's right. I forgot about that. Can stags even be level 1? No clue. I mean, I've seen a level 2, so I think it's possible. Later, Hunter class. They can, Johnny? That's insane. We have now re-entered the land of every single animal on this map in one area. You know, something tells me that some of the need zones might be bugged, because we discovered this Ibex zone last run, and now it just rediscovered it again. Because I know for a fact we spotted one of every species last time, and now it's rediscovering that zone. I feel like there's got to be some kind of bug that makes you rediscover zones you already have. I hope so, somewhat smart. I just hope it's not a troll one. Honestly, that would be the saddest thing ever, getting a troll Melanistic. Johnny knows the feeling of that one. And I can tell that it's not fun, so I definitely don't want that to happen. I don't even know what I would do if I got the troll rack for the red deer. It'd be sad. It'd be very sad. Don't see any... Oh, there's a red deer. Where were you hiding, sir? Can we hit this? Ethan, thank you for subbing. We hit him twice, but neither were vital. You have an OG level 1? Holy. Yeah, that was the biggest, saddest in the world, Johnny. It would be even sadder, I think, though, to just spot a level 9 red deer melanistic and see that it's the troll rack. Knowing that it's a troll even before you shoot it, I think that would be the worst. I really hope that doesn't happen. Because I feel that would just be soul-crushing. Like, you don't even get to shoot it to find out if it's a troll or not. You just know on initial sight. Yeah, thing's not dying. Definitely did not hit it good. We'll just let it die off. You got a level 2 coyote? Wait, what? They can go clear to level 2? That's insane. I never would have expected them to go that low. Yeah, that's a lot, Johnny. That is an absolute ton. They go that low? Level 3 mountain lions and pumas? What? I've never seen anything below a level 5 for a male. That's absolutely tiny. I didn't know that was even a thing. Nothing is appearing there. Oh, a normal lion. Got you. Alright, well, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream there, guys. Because technically we've been doing 2 hours, but because the stream crashed in between, it says that it's been less than that. But anyway, I do hope that you guys enjoyed. We're going to go ahead and end it there. We got a decent amount of red deer down, though. So it was a decent day. We got a troll level 9. Didn't see anything else, sadly, but we'll get something good next time, hopefully. But thank you guys all for all the support. We'll be back tomorrow with another stream and another brand new video. Peace!